Today we shall read the coastal plains. Plains that lie along the coasts are coastal plains. Such plains are found to exist on either side of the plateau region of India. Location and extent. Lying between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats are the Eastern Coastal Plain. The Western Coastal Plains lie between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. These are narrow strips of level land merging at Kanyakumari, forming a V shape. So, the coastal plains are located between. There are two coastal plains. One is Eastern Coastal Plain and the Western Coastal Plain. The Eastern Coastal Plains lie between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats, and the Western Coastal Plain lie between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. Here in the map you can see the Eastern Coastal Plain, the green part, and the Western Coastal Plain. So the Eastern Coastal Plain lie between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghat. This is the Eastern Ghat. And Western Coastal Plain, this Western Coastal Plain, it lies between the Western Ghat and Arabian Sea. Western Ghat and Arabian Sea. Origin. These narrow coastal plains have been formed by the deposition of seals by the rivers as well as the sand brought by the sea waves. The sand deposition have given rise to many beautiful sea beaches. So the narrow coastal plains are formed by the silt brought down by the rivers. So there are many rivers in the plateau region like Narmada, Tapi, Mahanadi. So many rivers are there. Godavari. So these type of rivers bring silt and they form the coastal plains, and even the sea waves of the seas bring the sand and forms the very beautiful sea beaches. There is the subdivisions, the Eastern Coastal Plain and the Western Coastal Plains. The difference. The Eastern Coastal Plain, Western Coastal Plain. The plains are wider and more level. These plains are narrow and not so flat. Large rivers like Godavari and Krishna flow through these plains before entering the Bay of Bengal. Most rivers are short and east flowing except the Narmada and Tapi. The coastal line is dotted with large deltas. The coastal line is dotted with estuaries and lagoons. The deltas means they form before falling into the sea. They form different branches of rivers. The main river forms the branches of rivers and fall into the sea. So these branches, different branches formed is the delta. An estuary is that the main river directly flows to the sea or any water body without forming a delta. So that is an estuary. The southern part of this coast is called the Coromandel coast, and the northern part is called the Northern Circus. The southern part of the coast is called the Malabar coast, and the northern part is called the Konkan coast. So here I am showing this is the in the eastern coastal plain. The northern part is called the, in the eastern part you see it is the Northern Circus, and the Coromandel coast it is the Coromandel, and this is the Northern Circus. And in the southern and in the western coastal plain it is the, in the western coastal plain it is the Konkan. Here is the Konkan and here is the Malabar. Here it is the Konkan and here it is the Malabar coast. Importance of coastal plains. Agriculture is practiced on the low-lying plains. Rice is an important crop grown here. Coconuts and cashew nuts are also cultivated here. Fishing is an important activity along both the coasts. Many ports like Mumbai and Visakhapatnam have developed here, which supports trade and transport. So here is the importance of coastal plains. Agriculture is practiced, fishing is very important activity, and many ports have grown here for which support the trade and transport. Example, Mumbai and Visakhapatnam. There are many other ports, but two important ports are Mumbai and Visakhapatnam. Apart from the above physical divisions which you have studied, there exists another significant physical feature on either side of peninsular India. They are the island groups. Such groups of islands are known as archipelagos. In the Bay of Bengal lies the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In the Arabian Sea are the Lakshadweep Islands. Here are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, here in the southern part of the Bay of Bengal, and here are the Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea. Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands. Difference of Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. There are over 550 islands in this group, that is in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And there are 36 islands in this group, in Lakshadweep Islands. Many of the islands have a volcanic origin. Some are remains of underwater mountains. So these islands in the Andaman and Nicobar are of volcanic origin. And in Lakshadweep, most of these islands are coral islands. Corals are found in these islands also. Port Blair is the capital of these islands, and Kavaratti is the capital of these islands. That is, Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Kavaratti is the capital of Lakshadweep Islands. Importance: the silvery beaches, the picturesque view and water sports activities attract people from all over the world, thus promoting tourism. The forests of these islands also provide wood for construction. So these beaches are silvery beaches with picturesque view and water sporting activities attract the tourism. And the islands have forests which provide wood for construction.